All right. Today we're going to do web organization. So how do we organize a website? So there are 3 ways, and I'm going to build each one as we talk about it so you can see kind of how it's built. The first one is hierarchical organization. I cannot spell, so please excuse that. This is the most common one you are going to see. And it's basically hierarchy. Think of it as bullet points almost. So your top one is going to be your top one's obviously going to be your homepage. Okay, that's where you always start. After that, you may have multiple different places you can go. You can go to contact, you can go to about, you can go to pricing. This is the most common one you're going to see. This is more than likely what you guys are going to build is a hierarchical organization. And if you look at navigations, how you have at the top, you just have home, about, contact. That's pretty much what this one is. It's your standard website. If you notice, even here, I use bullet points. And the bullet points, if I wanted to put something else underneath it, so underneath pricing, if I wanted to do sessions and then say prints, if I was doing a photography website, then for that, you would just put it underneath. So remember, like on the Crooms website, you could, or at least the old one, you could highlight it, go to want students, click it, and then underneath you get like the sub menu of all these different options. And then you could hover over one and it gives you more sub menus. That's basically what hierarchical organization is. You start your homepage and you build out from under there. Where else, besides the Crooms website, where else have you guys seen this? You can put it in the chat too. Discord does have it, so you can click on your different pieces. You can click on your different servers you want to join. Where else have you guys seen this? Disney.com. Disney.com has it. What other websites have you guys been visiting? Go ahead and put some in the chat. Microsoft. Apple. Nope, not YouTube. YouTube's going to come up later. So again, this is your most common one. Based on some psychology, the way the human mind works, we like things chunked out in smaller pieces. So usually it's within sets of 3s or 5s, for whatever reason, odd numbers. But you don't want a user going through more than 3 clicks to get to a piece on your web page. Okay, so you don't want to have to then click once, then click again, then click again, then click again to get through something on your website. Elizabeth? This is as if I was making like a photography page. So I'm just using this as an example for right now. Just so you can see different pages. All right, the second one is called linear. Linear is more like a process. So for linear, you go from one to the next to the next. There are no submenus, you just keep clicking next. You most often see this on forms. I do page 1, page 2, and page 3. Where do you think a website like this would be? Or where have you seen it before? You guys logged into one today to get to class. Jacob? What? Not WebEx. eCampus. So this is most often used when you have educational. So you're going from your homepage to lesson 1 to lesson 2 to lesson 3, and then maybe your summary at the end. If you're using a form, so like you know how we often put out those Google forms, you have to fill it out, and then you click next, and then you have to fill out more information, click next, and then click submit. This is where that would be most useful, is when you want someone to go in a very certain order. So Khan Academy has this. Jacob? A what? It could be a sign-up page, yes. It could be a sign-up page where you type in your information, click next. Okay, now I need to do my billing address, click next. Now I need to put my credit card page, click next. So this can be used within another website, but it's most often when you want them to go in a very strategic way, go from one place to the other, okay? They have to go in a certain order. Like when I build eCampus, I want you guys to go in a certain order. That's why down at the bottom you have that next button. You can click next and go to the next page because it's a certain order. And then the last one is the least common, but I bet you use it every day, is random. And random, I don't even think I can make it in PowerPoint. I always have to go out to the internet and pull an image. Random means there is no organization, or there's very little organization. Without looking at, where do you think you would see random? Not quite. Matthew got it. You, what? Social media is a random. Okay, social media is a very good random. You click on something, there is no, while it does have a little bit of a hierarchy, like Facebook does have like the marketplace and stuff, and Instagram does have a little bit of a menu down at the bottom. It's mostly random. You just click on whatever, and then you go to the person's page, and then you scroll down, and then you click on another post, and you go back and forth. Sorry guys, my computer's acting a little slow today. YouTube. YouTube is random. So when we go to YouTube, and this can also be used, say you want to make kind of like a game site. So how many of you guys went on Pottermore before? Remember Pottermore? The Harry Potter kind of game website? None of you guys went on that? I don't believe that. Harry Potter's everyone. But, okay. Okay, maybe Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go? Okay, so you click on one page and then you kind of like do like your, put in your information, and then if you get to a certain point, like a flow chart, the yes and no's, you go yes, you go down this path, and then you may go back up to another path, or if you go no, you go down another path, and then may loop back around. YouTube, sometimes I may click one thing, and then suddenly now I'm on Ed Sheeran. And then I go to my home page. Like my home page is really my only main menu option, unless you're uploading your own YouTube videos. Spotify is also like this. Okay? It may have a few key buttons, but as you click one music, then it randomly goes to another. Then you may click a random another. Okay? There is no perfect flow chart for this. Okay? Don't judge my music. But then I can go here, and you kind of bounce around with it. And typically it's used on social media. It's used if you're making a game website, then you can use it there. But it's not one you're often going to make, and in this class you most likely, unless you really want to make like an escape room type website, you're probably not going to make in this class. So everyone go on to eCampus real fast. Now I want you guys to practice this. And you're actually going to build one for, these are called sitemaps. You're actually going to build a sitemap using one of these three organizations for your informational website.